Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RBIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in level 4, we are in the 35th Thala cycle, and we are reviewing Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam and learning new korvais. Today we are going to learn few more korvais in this Thalam, which is a very simple Thalam, one beat less than Adi Thalam. It's a 7-beat cycle. Before I enter and teach you new korvais, I will start this class with the Tirukkural. அளவு அல்ல செய்தாங்கே வீவர் களவு அல்ல மற்றைய தேற்றாதவர். What is the meaning of it? களவை தவிர வேறு நல்ல வழிகளை தெரியாதவர்கள் அளவற்ற செலவுகளை செய்து அழிவர். A person who does not know any good acts than stealing, they will actually expend a lot of money and they will destroy themselves. That's what Thiruvallur states in this Tirukkural. You know what we need to do. So let's take this good thought and I'll enter into this class. We are reviewing in level 4 Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. We had seen 2 sections of korvais, different varieties, taking each korvai and representing differently how to increase and how to decrease. We have seen several aspects of it. And we are seeing this for several episodes. So all these is, as I told you, and I'll repeat telling this because this is the only way by which initial stages your creativity doors are knocked and you will get several ideas. Once when you get several ideas, then you can start on sequence that and put it in a proper way. That's the very purpose I am dealing with different patterns. And today I'm going to cover something different aspect. I will teach you a few interesting korvais, how these phrases can be structured into a specific structure. Now let's look at a few korvais in this class. Tatak dinatam, tatak dinatam, tatak dinatam, tadik ketatadum, tadik ketatadum, tadik ketatadum. Let's look at the math behind it. Tatak dinatam, everything is 7 here. If you look at it, though I had given, when you hear the korvai, it looks different. But every phrase I have chosen is unique by itself, which is all 7. Tatakadhinatam, 5 plus 2 is 7. Repeat 3 times. Tatakadhinatam. Tadhikitathum, 2, 2, 3. Tadhikitathum. How, when you look at the binocular or a magnifying glass, Tahadhikitathum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tahadhikitathum. This you should understand. If you don't understand between the difference between tadikitathum, tadikitathum, tadikitakum, tadikitathum, then you will not be able to play the maths. So it's important to understand these basics first. That's why I keep repeating when I teach something, you always verify in the associated thala whether it perfectly fits. Only once when you are sure, that's an assurance test for you. Whatever I tell you, I prove you in the Thalam. Like that, you have to ensure that you realize yourself whether it comes properly and then you proceed your learnings. So here, Tathagadinadam is thrice, Tadhikitatum, Tham Tham Thang is the korvai which is in your mind. Again, Tham Tham Thang is, I have taught you this korvai, you should not show outside to the outside world, it should be in the memory. It's again a skill to keep all the korvais in the mind. You can have 5 and then somebody will play, thinking that he is having it. He will go till fast, and he will, while executing or expressing it, will not be fitting into the structure. So it should be very perfect. That Tatakadinatam, 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 tadiketatada, tadiketatada, tadiketatada. So I have not shown, the pause is so beautiful, and unless and until you know and work on yourself, you will understand that's a 7. If I explicitly state tan, tan, tang, you will understand, but it should stay in your mind. The next one, next progression, let's see. Let's shrink from Tathagadina, we'll make it Takita. Takita tham, takita tham, takita tham. You are now constructing a korvai now. As you're reducing 2 matras here, you have to increase there. 2, 2, 2. Those 7, 7 and 7 will become 9, 9 and 9. Takita tham, takita tham, takita tham. Ta dhum, ta dikita to da. Ta dhum, ta dikita to da. Ta dhum, ta dikita to da. Again further shrink from takita to tatham. So takita tham is 5, tatham is 3. Tatakadinatham is 7. Tatakadinatham, takitatham, tatham. 7, 5 and 3. Now let's go with the 3. Another 2 more we added. 9 becomes 11, 11, 11, 11. The 11 you can't, there is no phrase for 11. 11 is a combination of 6 and a 5. 5 and 6 makes perfect. But Tatakadina always, Tadikitatham always takes always as a preferred. In any song, the Tadikitatham, Kababadani, that is a beautiful lead. So you have to use that phrase to fill or end it. Typically musicians use Tadikitatham towards the end. So Takdung Tadikitatham. For the 11 I constructed a phrase Takdung Tadikitatham. Tadikitatham Tadikitatham. When you say it's very, very prosaic. Because 6 and 7. When you give a lilt, ta dum, tadikita ta dum, tadikita ta ta dum, tadikita, it gives an ups and down. So you're using that phrase tatam 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 ta dum, tadikita to dum, ta dum, tadikita to dum, ta dum, tadikita to ta. Like that you have to play. It's a little aesthetic korvai for understanding mathematics and technical aspects. This is a good one. So now the next korvai I'm going to teach you is tak kita tik kita dum, tatak kita dum, tatakadina dum. Let's use this phrase. Tak kita tik kita dum, tatak kita dum, tatakadina dum, tadikita to dum, tadikita to dum, tadikita to tha. That's a korvai. Now, to make it more complex or interesting, you increase ta kita ti kita dom. Ta kita ti kita dom. This tha and ti. Ta kita ti kita. Tha and ti. Increase by ta ha kita ti hi kita dom. You elongate only part of the phrase to a longer. Instead of 2, you make it 4. Ta ha kita ti hi kita dom. Tataga kita dum, tata kadina dum, tadikita tunda, tadikita dum, tadikita tunda. It is a laya expression in an aesthetic way, elongating only part of the phrase. Ta kita ti kita dum, you elongate only 2 syllables. Taha kita tihi kita dum, tataha kita dum, tata kadina dum, tata kadina dum. Tatakadinatam, tatakadinatam. Taga kita tigi kita dum, tataga kita dum, tatakadinatum, tatakadinatam. That's the second one. Just more for an idea. Don't worry if you're not getting the hang of it, and you will get to know as you grow mature in your laya. This is only an introduction of different aspects of it. Now, tha is increased from 4 to 6. Now, taha, tak kitta, kitatik kitta, kitadum. Tak kitatik, kitadum, tatak, kitadum, tatak, kadinadum, tadum, tadum, tadum. This is more complex. This is how it is constructed, and this is more for an idea, for an aesthetic value. I am introducing this concept. Then the third one in the sequence is a simple korvai. Tadit dum kadatagadum, tit dum kadatagadum, dum kadatagadum, tadik ketatata, kadatadik ketatanda, tadar kadatadik ketatanda. So the next korvai, I also teach you one more korvai, which is a very simple one, and we can use it as your vocabulary. Tadit tadum ta dum tadikit tadit tadum ta dum tadikita tadit tadum ta dum tadikita tadum ta dum tadikita tanda tadikita tanda tadikita tanda dit tadum ta dum tadikita tadit tadum ta dum tadikita tanda dum ta dum tadikita tanda tadikita tanda tadikita tanda dit tadum ta dum tadikita tadit tadum ta dum tadikita tanda dum ta dum tadikita tanda tadikita tanda tadikita tanda. In Tatakadin, the first korvai, when I use the lead, Tatakadinatam, Tatakadinatam, Tatakadinatam was the lead. In this korvai, interestingly, that is the end. Tatakadinatam, Tatakadinatam, Tatakad. So, the idea is not necessarily each one has to be the beginning or each one has to be the end. As per the aesthetic value, it can take its places. So, that's the beauty of laya. It can get fitted anywhere, as long as with the flow it can be beautifully seated in a rightful position. So that's the part. Taddi, tadum, tadum, tadiketatum. Taddi is 4. Tadum is 3. Tadum. Tadum is again 4. Tadiketatum is 5. So taddi, tadum, tadum, tadiketatum. What has happened is taddi. And after that, alternatively again, tadum is again 4. 4 and 4 has taken a place. In between there is a 3. To offset this 3, there is a 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. So this whole complex is actually 16. But they made the phrase so beautifully. They started with ones. Taddi, tadum, tadum, tadikitatum. They could have made it taddi, tadum, tadum, tadikitatum. It would have been a very simple phrase. So if you look at it, this phrase coinage, you have to have a lilt. It cannot be straight on a plain surface. It should have an ups and downs. That's why when you construct it, when it has a beauty in it, it adds a lot of value. Taddi, tadum, dadum, tadikita tade, tadum, dadum, tadikita tadum. Like that it should be. Taddi, tadum, dadum, tadikita tade, tadum, dadum, tadikita tadum, dadum, tatakadinatam, tatakadinatam, tatakadinatam. So we saw different perspectives in this class. One is tatakadinatam, 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 takitatam, 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 tatam, tatam, tatam. So the reverse, the backfill was tadikkitatadum, tadikkitatadum, dum dum, tadikkitatata, 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 tadum dum, tadum dum, tadum dum. Like that, the phrase, the back phrases are changed, the front phrases are no different, and that's one aspect we saw. Then takkitati kitadum, tatakitadum, tatakadinadum. We saw a different dealing here, increasing only part of the phrase, few syllables. Taha kitati kitadum, taga kitati kitadum, tataga kitadum, tatakadinadum, tatakadinadum. Tatakadinadum, tatakadinadum. We saw that. Then we further elongated to 4 to 6. Ta, kitati, kitadum, tata, kitadum, tata, kadinadum, tadum, dum, tadum, dum, tadum. We saw this pattern. Then taditum, gradadum, tetum, gradadum, dum, gradadum, tadikitatum, 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 tadikitatum. This pattern. Taditadum, dadum, tadikitatum, tetadum, dadum, tadikitatum, dadum, dadum, tatakadinatum, tatakadinatum, tatakadinatum. So we saw 4 different korvais, different aspects of it. I'll see more. I'll come in the next class and I'll teach you more korvais and Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. I'll conclude this class with the Thirukkural. கழ்வார்க்கு தள்ளும் உயிர்நிலை கள்ளார்க்கு தள்ளாது புத்தேள் உலகு களவு செய்வார்க்கு உயிர் வாழ்வதும் அரிதாய்விடும் களவு செய்யாதவர்க்கு தேவர் உலகத்து வாழ்வும் தவறி போகாது களவு செய்வார்க்கு உயிர் வாழ்வதும் அரிதாய்விடும். See, the person who is stealing, living itself will become difficult. That's what the ruler states, because you all the time will be fearing whether when police will come, when somebody will catch him. So he will not be able to live peacefully. But களவு செய்யாதவர்களுக்கு, what does தேவர் உலகத்து வாழ்வும் தவறி போகாது? A person who is leading a righteous life, he will be getting, even in his heavenly abode, he will live happily. That's the greatest thing of leading a righteous life. With this good thought, Purvanur RVA is signing off. I'll see you in the next class with more korvais in Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. Episode 3, Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 1, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 56 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tatakadinatam, 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 taddi kitatum tam tam tang, taddi kitatum tam tam tang, taddi kitatum ta. Episode 3, Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 2, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 56 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Takitatikitadum, tatakitadum, tatakadinadum, tadikitatu tam tam tam, tadikitatu tam tam tam, tadikitatu ta. Episode 3, Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 3, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 56 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tadittum, gadadagadum, dittum, gadadagadum, dum, gadadagadum, tadikitatum, 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 ta. Episode 3, Tisra, Jathi, Triputa, Thalam, Korvai 4, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 56 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Taditadum, dadum, tadikitatum, ditadum, dadum, tadikitatum, dadum, dadum, tadikitatum ta, tadikitatum ta, tadikitatum ta.